Alright, welcome to yet another draft analysis of Ace. This might just be our last game of the day. It's the grand finals of the StarLadder between Team Liquid and Mineski, and we are going to game 4 with Liquid leading 2-1. Will it be our last game, or will we see a game 5? Okay, so Liquid has first pick this game, and in game 3, first pick didn't win. Liquid managed to outclass Mineski and outmaneuver them with Miracles Invoker. And Multiple Man's Lifestealer just became too huge for Mineski to deal with. They just weren't ready yet. They needed a bit more time, and I personally feel that the Magnus did not achieve its result. With the Magnus on top of the anti-mage, you want the anti-mage to be extremely farm, but with the Battle Fury on top of the Empower, I don't think he had enough space to farm, to make use of all the farm in quickly. So instead of the Magnus, I felt that like if they go for another kind of space creating hero for Ice, even the Winter Wyvern might actually work better than the Magnus. And Winter Wyvern also has a huge ultimate which will be very good against Lifestealer. If he ultis, you can just curse him to hold him there for the duration of the rage, or if he has a teammate beside him, it's an instant death for that teammate. So yeah, that's my own personal thought. And yeah, now moving into this game 4's draft. Pretty standard band, same throughout the series. IO Chen as well as Night Stalker Lich. And Liquid first pick, they go for Venomancer. Mineski, they respond Mirana and Naga Siren. As I mentioned, this Naga Siren and Mirana combo is that was what Liquid did in game 3 as well. And this is a duo that I think Navi was the one who founded them. I don't want to say it's definitely Navi, but at least for me personally, that's when I saw this duo started working out. Yeah, and this Naga Siren position 4 or 5 allows the Song of Siren allows the reset on the Venomancer ultimate, as I mentioned in game 3. So this is one of the approach people are using to counter the Venomancer now. And pairing up with the Mirana just makes a lot of sense because Ensnare lasts for very long enough for you to get a follow-up arrow setup. And there's almost nothing you can do because with the Ensnare, it's like you can't blink out as anti-mage and there's a lot of spells you can't cast. So in the second phase, Liquid ban away the Nature's Prophet, and Mineski actually bans the Legion Commander. I'm not exactly sure why this Legion is being picked up. It could be they are wanting to pick up a Bat Rider for Ice. Or it could just be they are very fearful of actually like this Legion hasn't even been in the picture for the whole series, and suddenly they decide to ban it. So it makes me wonder if it's really because they are planning to pick up Bat Rider. Okay, on Liquid side, they did pick up the Keeper of the Light for GH, and he hasn't been playing this hero despite it being given to Liquid many times. But he's definitely still super comfortable on this hero, and I expect to see a show from him. He's gonna be able to clear camps, he's gonna be so fun. Unless Mineski is able to put on the pressure they have been putting in the past few games as well. I think most of Mineski's laning phase they have been winning, and if they can continue to do so, it'll be pretty good for Liquid. It'll be pretty good for Mineski to shut down the Keeper of the Light, because from what we see during TI7, GH Keeper of the Light is really something else. Liquid, they ban away Nature's Prophet as well as Brute Mother. They leave anti-mage in the pool again. As for Mineski, they ban away Earthshaker, not wanting to give either Mind Control or Kuroky the Earthshaker. Because with Keeper of the Light already picked up, it's definitely going to be GH hero. But we have seen Liquid playing Earthshaker on both Mind Control as well as Kuroky. So yeah, they just didn't want to play against it. And they pick up the Disruptor. Disruptor Naga Siren combo is actually something that we have seen very often. With Sleep into Static Storm Kinetic Field combo. It's actually really powerful. And this Disruptor could also possibly be a deny pick against Liquid. In the game 3 draft, I mentioned that Mineski picked up the Disruptor because Liquid had a Naga Siren and they wanted to use Glimpse to counter Sleep TP. And in this case, by picking up the Disruptor, Team Liquid won't have this option. On the other hand, Liquid is following Mineski's draft in Game 3. Mineski had the Venomancer, Earth Spirit, and now Liquid is picking the exact same combo. Earth Spirit is probably going to be Kuroky's hero. He definitely can play this hero, and we do see position 5 Earth Spirit during like Navi plays it on Seneko as well as a position 5 Earth Spirit, and it's very strong when paired up with a Venomancer. As I mentioned, this combo between Poison Nova as well as the Earth Spirit ultimate is really powerful. The amount of AoE damage over time is really insane. If you play against it before, you should know. But yeah, Mineski has the Naga Siren, but will we be able to see Song of Sirens to counter it? Maybe. It'll be pretty exciting to watch. And Mineski, they go for the Nyx Assassin. Nyx Assassin is a very good answer to Keeper of the Light. And this makes me feel like it's gonna be a carry Naga Siren. Is Ice actually gonna play this Naga Siren? Because Mirana is gonna be Mirana is going to be Nana's hero, and it looks like Naga Siren is going to be a core. Either Ice or Mushi is going to play it. And Nyx Assassin is probably going to be on Jeps. It's a very strong counter to keep out of light because of Spike Carapace into Illuminate. It's a very good way of stunning the keep out light and closing the distance on him. Also, Venomancer F3 has a lot of AoE spells, so yeah, Spike Carapace is very useful in this game. And Liquid, instead they go for Miracles Anti-Mage to compare against the Naga Siren core of Mineski. Upon seeing the Nyx Assassin, Kuroky knows that this Naga Siren is going to be a core, and he decides to go for the Anti-Mage as an answer. I did mention in the previous game that I don't really like picking Naga Siren core into Anti-Mage, but because of how Anti-Mage picks at a much faster timing. But as a result, Liquid is using this same mentality and picking the Anti-Mage into a core Naga Siren so that they know that as long as things goes well for Anti-Mage, he's gonna be farm, he's gonna hit the pick, they're gonna take Aegis Cheese against a Naga Siren, and Anti-Mage can push out waves very quickly, so the speed pushing potential of Naga Siren isn't very strong. So yeah, the Anti-Mage can actually work out very well for Team Liquid, and they decide to go for Matumbaman's Dragon Knight. I'm not sure if I've seen Matumbaman play Dragon Knight ever.
10 seconds remaining.
Very interesting. By the way, Liquid banned the Terrorblade away from Mineski, and Mineski bans the Beastmaster, expecting Venomancer to be mid and Anti-Mage to be carry. Or like Anti-Mage go to the mid lane on Miracle and Venomancer be on the safe lane for Matumbaman, or vice versa. But instead, it's gonna be an off lane Venom. And probably a mid Dragon Knight and a safe lane Anti-Mage. So this last pick for Mineski is going to be very important. It's going to be Ice or Mushi's hero, depending on who's going to play the Naga Siren. I believe Ice is more comfortable on playing Naga, so this is going to be a Mushi space creating hero. They can throw Ice Mirana on the off lane. I wouldn't mind seeing Bloodseeker mid against the Dragon Knight. It's a really strong counter against Anti-Mage, as I mentioned earlier. Instead they go for the Alchemist. Okay, so they are having Alchemist and Naga Siren. Is it going to be offlane next? It's going to be very weak if that's the case. They're trying to hide it as long as possible because they're keeping Liquid as confused. And the Dragon Knight is actually being played by Mind Control. I actually thought of this possibility. So it's going to be a Mind Control mid Dragon Knight and an off lane Matumbaman Venom, I'm not sure. But Liquid is very okay with putting Matumbaman on a very unfavored lane and just leave him alone. Okay, so Mineski decide to change things up. They just put it as a position 4 Naga Siren. They don't want to play it as a core, and they go for Ice on the Nyx Assassin.
5 seconds remaining.
And Mushi's gonna play the Alchemist to match up the farm to the Anti-Mage. It's a very common answer, like because if Anti-Mage is gonna be a farm game, you want a hero that can compete the farm of the anti-mage, and Alchemist is one of the best example. I actually think Liquid has Kuroky actually won the draft. The reason being, I don't think okay, so Mushi and Nana swap. Nana is the one playing the Alchemist and Mushi is playing the Mirana. I want to say that I don't think I've seen Mushi plays Alchemist. I mean, I'm pretty sure he can, but it's definitely not any of his top few comfort heroes. And if you're going to be forced to play a non-comfort hero on the elimination match, means the match that you lose and you lose the grand finals, then I would say that the draft is lost in your favor.
Battle.
So this yeah man, so now I feel like Mineski is being forced to play a lineup they are not very comfortable with. I mean, Nana is definitely an Alchemist player. And yeah, so I just felt that Liquid kind of outmind game Mineski in the last draft. And they actually have a pretty strong lineup. Koto is very strong at stopping pushes. It's gonna be whether anti-mage or Alchemist is able to have more space. And Alchemist is going to pick faster because of his farm rate is just faster, but anti-mage is going to be stronger with the same farm. This game is going to be between whether the 4 other heroes of each team, whether they can create enough space for the Alchemist or the anti-mage, and see who comes out ahead in the mid game. And yeah, if it's an equal mid game, I'm going to favor Liquid. Just their lineup is really stable and strong. They also have Dragon Knight as well as Venomancer to sustain pushes very well. And their 4-man is just really strong with the Veno and on top of Spirit. The Naga Siren as a support, his sleep timing won't be. He'll be under leveled and his cooldown on sleep will be long. So if Song of Siren is down and they got the combo from Osprey as well as Venomancer, it's very hard for Mineski to win the fights, to be very honest. Yeah, okay, so this might be the last draft analysis for StarLadder. Hopefully we get to see a game 5, but I would say the percentage would be 60-40 in favor of Liquid for me, as in my opinion. And yeah, if you like what I do, please subscribe, and if you have any comments, just leave them below. Goodbye.